With all the newsworthy events this week taken off everywhere to distract attention, I kind of rolled my eyes at the incident this week in New Jersey. It's the same script over and over again, yet so many blindly follow it. I've seen some of the blogs, and some have said, great, it was only the Jews. Largely because they are ignorant, and not necessarily racist, but pure unadulterated ignorance. When you adapt into your few brain cells and understand that all lives matter, then you people can have an opinion. Until then, you all sound like idiots. Of course, we all know where their opinions came from. The anti-human, treasonous media. And the media are pushing anti-Semitism attack again. It becomes tiresome and repetitive and part of a now 70-plus year guilt trip that doesn't do anyone any good. It's reliving trauma-based events that serves no one, and that continuing looping back in time serves only to re-traumatize those events. That's what they're doing. That is certainly not helping the people who were involved in that timeline or their descendants, and quite frankly only serves those wishing to gain from it. And boy have they gained. Which is not the average Jewish person. It's come at their expense. So the press gave out two names, but the New York media has identified them as David Anderson and Francine Graham. And sources told NBC that Anderson was a follower of the Black Hebrew Israelite movement. Oops. Remember, this was an attack on a Jewish kosher restaurant or shop. And yet the people who were doing the shooting were Black Hebrew Israelites, whose believers say that they are the true descendants of the ancient Israelites. Oh dear. Please explain to me how Jews killing Jews is anti-Semitism. Or why? So who are these people? Well, they're also known as Black Hebrews, African Hebrew Israelites, and the Hebrew Israelites. And the movement consists of diverse groups called camps of people mostly of Black African ancestry. And the primary doctrine they have in common is that they believe that they are the descendants of the ancient Israelites. Now, most followers themselves only use the term Hebrew Israelites, since the movement also includes Latino members, although the Latino ones have lesser standing. Racism inside a racist group. Oh dear. Now, the Black Hebrews adhere in varying degrees to the religious beliefs and practices of mainstream Judaism, but are not accepted as Jews by the Jewish community. Class systems inside religion. Don't you just love it? Not. Now, many Black Hebrews consider themselves and not mainstream Jews to be the only authentic descendants of the ancient Israelites. Really. So there you have it. The media pushed it as an attack on Jewish people. Anti-Semitism, they called it. But it was Hebrews killing Hebrews, which was not what was portrayed in the media. It certainly wasn't in the headline, because that doesn't fit the media spin machine, is why. And this has gone beyond the joke now, and the damage it's doing to the Jewish people is enormous. Their whole existence is based on some fake books eons ago, which is an anti-human book, make no mistake about that. A book that treats over 98% of the world's populace as pieces of shit under their shoe and have no value. They can't even be equals within their own groups. And it's not something conducive to harmony to all peoples, and has been found out not conducive to the Jewish people either. The Zionist element have done largely untold and catastrophic damage to the world's populace, and they roll on largely unhindered because they're setting the rules of engagement. Like, you can't question the 6 million or the Holocaust. Do people stop and think of that and wonder why the contradictory nature of that ruling? On the one hand, you can't discuss what happened to the Jews. On the other hand, you have it rammed down your throat at an increasing level in movies, newspapers, songs, TV shows, literature, and the media. It's a case of copy and repeat again, isn't it? Just listen to what we are telling you, but never question it. Well, the truth never fears investigation. These black Hebrew Israelites are the Kali Ma worshippers, migrated out of India into America and mixed with the indigenous tribes. This is how and why Native Americans obtained the name Indians. These are the sub-grey race, mix of people we covered in the From Russia with Love series, and anyone declaring themselves part of or the 12 or 13 tribes of Israel is neglecting what that group really stands for. Sacrifice and genocide that goes back tens of thousands of years. It is not the badge of honour on a human level so many ascribe to.